as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. Going for it all. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. There's a nice move. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. An extra point by Nagar is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At their own 22-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's complete. Okulegbuna. That catch good for only a couple. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go one more. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25. Actually, the... .26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
From the gun on third down, Fields. This complete to Lockett. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
From the 39, Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man complete. It's Hamler.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Fields' throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Working with a 2nd and 3. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a handoff looking right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They snap it to Fields. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. A final shot before the break. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Nagar's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
Do what we do.
Do what we do. In for a Kansas City touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Tua's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check 99. Check 50. Check 50.
To throw is Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. It's caught. Lockett. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their lock.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out. Across the opposite 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No. Oh, it's incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get 1 score closer. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better, that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Fields' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
First and goal at the 6-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Chiefs 45, Broncos 13.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
52, Broncos 13. Chris Nagar set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
59, Broncos 13. Chris Nagar set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here to his running back. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Nagar now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Tua going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Tua. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So taking a risk here early in the new year. They're going to go for it.
Hey, we got 4 down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's got some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Tua going to try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the turnover, it's Tua. This pass caught by Hamler. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked.